Welcome back. So this is the squad we're taking. I actually decided I want Hortensia instead of Pendreo because of mobility. And I wanted to put Soren on Greg Fire Emblem. But this is the squad. This is it. This is who we're taking. This is the emblem ring stuff. Inventory is all done. Really quickly, look at the map. This is pathetically easy here because not a single one of the emblem ring wielders has a health bar. They each have one health bar in hard mode. Hortensia is the only named character not to have a health bar in hard mode. Then in maddening, they appear to all have 2 health bars. A lot of them have 2, some have 1. There's even a named general that has 1, which is whack. You can't deal damage to Nil until he's up here. Yeah, as you can see, none of them have health bars. Which is, I don't know, it feels a little cheap, but that's just how it be. Anyways, Ethan is back.
I do be back.
I don't think James is going to be here, unfortunately, YouTube. He's probably asleep. He's also in the dorms right now. So even if he's not awake, out of courtesy, he's probably not doing it, which again is completely reasonable. I'll get him introduced in another video.
We should hurry toward that island to the northwest.
I can fight.
So as you can see, I can do 1 damage to him. Yeah. This map I have love-hate feelings towards just because it's kind of a pain in the ass. But it has so many cool ideas for a final map. But again, pain in the ass. Wow, it's so weird actually seeing her have a hit rate. Because even on hard, her hit rate against these armor guys is like 30%. I don't want to know what it is on maddening because it's got to be like non-existent. And they give you a lot of rescue staves for reasons. They gave you them for reasons.
Whatever you need.
We will see those reasons shortly. So it looks like also the bosses are in completely different places.
That's how a knight does it.
Well, some of them. Well, one is. Alfred is here or something like that in maddening. And then, like, this general has the second health bar, and it's just like...
Got it.
I thumbnail image. I just don't know. I don't know, YouTube.
Let's go.
This DLC just confounds me. In general, obviously, I've given my thoughts on it the past 6 videos now. The 6 videos I've recorded since it's been out.
Let us begin.
I've given my thoughts on it, and I really do think it was mishandled release. I don't think they did a good release at all.
Where to?
I think there's a lot of things that don't make sense.
Where to?
Like, for instance, why is Edelgard the only DLC emblem not to have their own map, or even really a ton of cutscene stuff in here? They seem like a late addition. Yet at the same time, they have the most animation work put into them. Like, I don't know. There's just, I don't get a lot of this. The skirmishes in the Divine Parallels also the recommended level isn't crazy high though, like the base game. So like that's something that this does better than the base game. It's just like
enemy reinforcements will be coming from that vortex. Let us disrupt it, and all others like it.
People are disappointed that in the base game you really don't have a mana key, and then you get dragon units in the DLC. Like, something just does not seem right about this DLC. I've seen it thrown around a couple of times that people are like, it was probably developed by a different team, and yeah. No, I 100% think a different team is responsible for this DLC than the base game. There are more generals here. The enemies are in completely different positions. The enemies seem to be in more aggressive starting positions, even, I'd argue. Because a lot of the northwest ones are more forward. They're like, I don't know. This DLC seems scuffed. I think the conspiracy theory. I think the conspiracy theory about this DLC having different developers from the base game holds up 100%. I really think it's the only somewhat reasonable explanation for a lot of the oddities of how this DLC works. Hashtag cope, am I right? I don't know. I don't love this DLC. I don't think it's an abomination to humanity or anything, but it definitely is not what I wanted it to be when it was first revealed, or even in the trailer that we got like beginning of April or last week in March, or whenever we got the final Wave 4 trailer that gave the release date. This wasn't what I was hoping for. It's better than my initial playthrough gave it credit for, but I don't know. Wow, this AI is more aggressive. I have done nothing to trigger Ivy and Hortensia's AI. This is normal mode. And it's acting more aggressive. Why in the name of heck is it acting more... Not that big a deal. Nell, long-term, will be my Byleth user in the base game, because Dragons with Byleth is great because the stat boosts are everything. Yeah. I want him to ask us from now. Anyways, Ethan, how's your night going now that you're off of work?
Oh my fucking bear.
Everyone's gone. Even the divine
Made a goddamn
dragon.
Starburst.
And no one's
You're eating
coming back.
Starburst, lucky. Sorry, Gamely fam. I hit the mic. Oh my god, I know why I started saying gamer family. I know where that came from.
Maybe now we can
Where?
all be together
Oh my
again.
god. So, I'm going to be creating a second channel for Doctor Who. I'm currently watching through the 13th Doctor's era to make a retrospective review. Retrospective in air quotes, since it's only been like 5 months since the era's been over, technically. But I also did another watch through a couple months ago, also in preparation, and she calls the TARDIS crew her fam. That's where it comes from. That is where it came from. That's where I picked up Gamely Family from. I picked it up from Doctor Freaking Who.
That does seem like a you thing.
Jeez Louise. I cannot believe it. That is honestly really funny. I find that funny.
Victory is mine.
I love Doctor
That
Who. I'm not going to talk about it too much because I'm going to make a channel essentially just for it. Like, 13th Doctor's era, not my favorite, but I like it more than a majority of fans do. I think it is overhated even if it isn't my favorite thing. I do think it is a wee bit overhated.
I fight for my friends.
To put it lightly. But yeah, I think that's where it comes from.
You fucking would. You fucking.
That's funny. You gotta admit, that is bum diggity funny.
Yeah.
I mean, Doctor Who's like the only show I watch. Hell, I barely watch movies these days, outside of my film class, which the first 3 film classes, because we actually watched films in there, besides one class which was only lecture because 3-hour film. We've been watching films from
The winds are
Eastern
victorious.
Asia. We watched a film from a film from China, a film from Hong Kong, then a last class a film from Taiwan. It's very.
Isn't Hong Kong in China?
Now it's fully integrated into China now. So yes.
I thought Hong Kong was always a Chinese city.
It was,
I thought that was like their
colonized
capital.
by the British. The British gave it back for an integration period or whatever in the 90s, but it is fully under China control now. It's complicated. All that's complicated. All those places I listed are complicated. All very good films, although I will say each one got progressively worse. In case you're wondering, you're film nerds watching this, the Chinese one we watched was Farewell My Concubine, which is about 2 actors throughout the 20th century, which is a very interesting time for China. It got banned in China because it's kind of a little...
I'm not scared.
It has some scenes that are not the kindest representation of the CCP or Mao. So it got banned temporarily, obviously, because China. Very, very good film. 3 hours, though, so good film, but, like, as I was sitting there, I was definitely like, I am ready for this to be over. It's definitely one of those type of things. Great film still, though. The Hong Kong one was... Hong Kong films are typically known for being, like, Bruce Lee type films. It was not. It was also a very good film. I really don't have a ton to describe it with, though. But essentially, it's 2 lovers, 2 different lovers, different parts of the film.
Who do kung fu?
No, actually, they don't meet at all. It's a good film. 2 different groups of people, and essentially their love stories, their experiences after breakups. Good film. Then the final one that we watched, which was yesterday. What is it called? It's called Yi Yi. It's from Taiwan. I don't know how to describe it. I'm gonna be completely honest. It's also a good film. I was like, for the first 2 hours, I was like, yeah, this is pretty good. It's probably over about now, though. So I went to the bathroom because I needed to take a piss. I checked my watch. I was like, there is still an hour left. And that kind of soured the mood for me. As once it dawned on me that I still had that long left, I was kind of just like, okay, bring it on. And I just couldn't sit still for the final hour. But it was still a good film. They're all very good films. Very, very good. So 3 of my favorite films I've watched all semester in class, actually. They were all interesting.
I'm not scared. I've died twice now.
They were also all just so different, which I appreciate. And they're also all just different from what I typically watch, too. Though Farewell My Concubine was... I'm a history nerd. So that one was already an immediate sell for me. But it was just extremely well done. That was a 3-hour movie. And I sometimes have focusing it. I have issues focusing, sometimes. Not that film. That film kept my attention the entire time. All 3 freaking hours. It kept my attention.
Damn.
Not many films can do that. But it did. Which is about as high of a praise as I can say. That's why I don't like streaming, because I really cannot focus. And streaming, I hate it. I can't focus. Oh, I was about to try and get a second health bar down there on Mr. Fagato, but he doesn't have a second health bar. This is normal mode. where they not only want to make it easier than the other difficulties, they want to kill it. They want to kill the difficulty. They took the difficulty, shot it in the head, and then they're like, that's not enough. And then shot another like 5 times, because why the hell not? That's what they did to it.
Why the hell
I'm
not? Because it's
sorry.
fucking funny.
Although, oddly enough, the enemies are placed a lot more at the start, and they're also more freaking aggressive. Some of these enemies are actually more aggressive, because typically it's harder to trigger Hortensia and Ivy moving, but they were just like, you know what? I hate you much earlier.
Probably just a way to kill him off faster.
Yeah, I guess, because obviously since Hortensia doesn't even have a health bar in hard mode, but like, no one besides Nil has multiple health bars, which is crazy. I really like a lot of the ideas that this map brings as a final map. It's just the goddamn difficulty and like all the weird difficulty stuff they did in the Fell Xenologue that freaking ruins it. Like, goodness gracious, great balls of fire. Ugh. It's not like bad enough that'll like ruins the game for me though, because I still have the base game. This doesn't
I'm glad this
ruin
time
the base
was
game
won.
in any way. Like, I love Fire Emblem Engage. It is one of the greatest Fire Emblem games. It's probably my second favorite. So, like, I like this game.
You like this game?
Yeah, it's fantastic. It's my second favorite behind Fire Emblem 4. What? He's moving there? So Devastation, any enemies that are like on the place where he's leaving get killed and their deaths strengthen him.
Why do I feel so?
I mean, it makes sense to me.
Yeah, no, I really like the idea of him just like moving himself and destroying the areas, and then you don't want him to do that. If he does that, it makes him stronger. I really, really like that. But some of the wreckage zones are,
Even if it's
I'm gonna say it, unfair. Like, I'm gonna quickly, oh gosh, dang, that's useful. Like this down here, this zone right here that I'm over YouTube, it destroys all the way up to here. And he, in my experience, moves here and destroys it really fast. Which means if you want to actually kill Tamira, oh god, it's brutal. I will say it again though, without all the stupid restrictions they put on you, or more restrictions than like balancing the difficulty based on where you're at in the game, like, whew, whew. Oh my goodness, this could have been one of the greatest maps in the franchise with very little changes. Just change some of the fundamental things of the Fell Xenologue, and then you got one of the greatest final maps in the franchise. But no! No! This one reminds me a lot of Fire Emblem 4's final map. And honestly, the more I think about it, I wish you were in that Fire Emblem 4 series with me, Brandon, Josh, and Cole. Because I think you would have bounced off really well. And I think it would have been fun to have you read the dialogue with us. I think it would be really funny.
Hell yeah.
Because, like, that's an older game, which means it doesn't read itself. We actually have to read it. We had to read it ourselves. And we had a lot of fun with voices. Why are there no rescues in here yet? Okay, fine. None of the rescues have gone to Convoy yet. Do you have a rescue yet? Who has the rescue staves?
I mean, as the guy who wants to make a career out of doing a voice, yeah, I mean, I probably would have loved to do it.
I mean, if you want to keep doing Fire Emblem, if you don't mind it, I am going to be doing another Fire Emblem series after this
I'll be
game.
fine,
And I'd
really.
be down to have you join me and do voices.
I mean, as long as it's on days that I'm not working, then hell yeah.
And what days would that? What days are those? Mondays?
Monday, Tuesday. Just Monday, Tuesday.
Okay.
Which I can obviously let you know if that changes because, I don't know.
I
I'm trying
also
to get
would like to.
another job.
I'd like to get James for it too, so I'll see if that works for him as well in the future. Because James also like he's done acting, so he'd be a good fit. But yeah, I want to do every time I say I'm done with Fire Emblem on this channel, I end up doing another Fire Emblem game. I had the longest gap ever between Awakening and this game though is I finished recording Awakening in July, and I didn't start recording this one till February. So that's a decent gap for me. That's the longest I went, because the last time I said that, by the time that, like, even Radiant Dawn had finished airing, I was like, okay, I want more Fire Emblem.
I've
And
been standing
Shadows
there,
of
I
Valentia
would've
hadn't
said
even
we
started
perished.
airing yet.
Mill seems to be drawing power from those he kills in this way. It may be worth the risk to reduce the number of foes on an island before it falls.
Did he get another? He did not get another health bar from that.
Am I dead? Me? The brilliant future king? That's not possible. And yet, how are you here?
Gamer.
You need to get a fucking sponsorship with Gamer Subs.
I was about to mention Gamer Subs. I was about to mention Gamer Subs and Schlatt. Stalagmite.
Stalagmite.
Yeah, that would be fun. But I don't think you'd ever even look at a little insect like me with my measly 400 subs as of the day of the recording this.
I cannot disgrace myself any further.
400
now.
is still pretty good.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting to a point where I'm getting a lot more consistent views and subs. So I am growing. Slowly, but I am
You know
growing.
I'm still gonna make fun of you saying, like, oh, with your measly 12... two viewers and one of them is me.
Hey. My Galaxy videos and my 3D World videos get double-digit views. So watch yourself, mister. And on a lucky day, they get triple digits. Fire
Maybe
Emblem
that's-
doesn't. Fire Emblem,
maybe
though,
that's the kind of stuff you need to do.
I don't do Fire Emblem content for views because I know most people don't give a rat's ass. I do it because I love Fire Emblem. And that's what YouTube's all about for me. Getting better video making and editing and all that stuff, and just having fun. There's
Making that
like-
motherfucking money.
if I get to a point where I can make money, then like I'll be thrilled.
Getting Mark Wahlberg to make some motherfucking money.
I'd love that to happen, but who am I kidding? I'll never get to
Yeah,
that
you
point.
don't know what I'm referencing, don't you?
No, I don't.
I'm referencing epic rap battles of history. Quentin Tarantino.
Oh, Epic Rap Battles. Oh, I have not seen enough of those. I definitely should see more than I have.
I think it was like Mark Zuckerberg versus... Who else was it?
There's a Napoleon Dynamite one I really like, I believe. I want to say it's Napoleon Dynamite. I don't know. It's been a while.
I love epic rap battles of history.
The ones I've listened to are all really good.
I won, my princess.
What are you ing at?
Oh, I choked on water.
Oh, fair. That's a good thing to be ing.
You mean coughing?
Yeah. I prefer homing, though, is my
I
term.
prefer not coughing or dying.
I mean, don't we all? For the most part. So yeah, the reinforcements that you get on this island... Oh, she doesn't have anything to attack with it. That's right. Are mostly magic cannoneers, which are annoying. I'm trying to decide myself if I'm going to reclass Jean as a enchanter. It's tempting. Because you get reclass stuff. I don't intend to use the mage cannoneer, because I'm just not a huge ballista guy. With games with ballista, it's not like how I like playing Fire Emblem. Although Emblem Lyn is one step closer to conversion towards that. So. Oh yeah! Kill that sucker, suck.
Sucker, suck.
Sucker, suck. Okay, yeah, no, the emblems are a lot more aggressive, because Tamira's already moving, so I don't have to worry about going all the way down here for him only to destroy this whole thing.
Is it go time?
I'm so big brain, Ethan. I am quite literally the smartest idiot alive.
Didn't they do it themselves though? Didn't they? Isn't your point that you don't have to because they implemented a thing that makes them do the thing that makes you avoid doing that?
Shut up! You're making me look stupid. I don't like looking stupid on the internet, Ethan. If I liked looking stupid on the internet, I would ask Brandon for help.
Oh, you don't gotta do that.
I don't have to do that? Are you calling me stupid?
I'm doing both. What was the thing that Gohan said to Boo in Japanese?
I don't know what you're referring to, so I can't help you.
I'm not doing this
That's
out
a
of
that's a
malice.
joke. Yeah, I knew you wouldn't get that. So in the original Japanese sub in Dragon Ball Z, Gohan went behind Boo and called him retarded.
And so I blocked all the reinforcements there, YouTube. Which means... I was about to call him Sombron. It means Nil can suck my dick.
It's the funniest shit ever though.
The original dub.
Yeah,
Alright.
not dub.
The
Just,
sub,
yeah,
sorry.
the sub. Yeah, he just goes behind Boo and he's like, "You're retarded." Just turns around like, "What'd you call me?"
I mean, fair enough reaction.
And then in the dub, they wound up changing it to be like, he just said "nice weather" or some shit.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It does make sense.
Oh shoot, I can
But
only
I
make it vein of fog. I
I
wanted to
still
like
fine.
make
I'll
it the
manage.
vein of Sukur, which is healing. Cause like I changed a dragon vein to another dragon vein, meaning that I was able to actually move through the fire. The problem is it's also all fog now, so I may not actually be able to move through it, so that actually may have hurt me. Only the smartest plays here on Alex Studios, Fire Emblem.
On Mr. Fire Emblem.
I'm not Mr. Fire Emblem. I'm not good enough.
When you made Plains of Adelion, like,
I wish I was good enough to become Mr. Fire Emblem himself. I remember before this game came out, I was like, I'm gonna stream this game, and I'm gonna stream it so much. I'm gonna become like Fire Emblem Engage #1 like brainiac tactician on the internet. But then the game leaked early, and I didn't want to play it early, so people are already getting strategies before the game had even released, and I was like, okay,
okay,
never mind.
take what I said and just throw it away.
Yeah, that exactly. I'm also just not good enough at Fire Emblem to begin with, for that to even have been achievable in any way, shape, or form. So, like, I don't know why I'd even think that would be possible, but you know, just because I like Fire Emblem doesn't mean I have to be good at it, and just because I'm not good at it doesn't mean I can't like it.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Like, I still enjoy it in spite of me maybe not always being the smartest or bestest player in the universe. And that's what Fire Emblem's about. It's about getting better. I am leagues better now than I was when I started. Like, I still have my original Awakening save, and oh my god, it's pathetic. I'm dead.
Are you actually?
He's gonna destroy this platform when all my units are on it. How many units could I get on? I don't have a Micaiah.
Here goes.
Oh my god. This is actually really bad. Fudge. I can delay it a turn, I think. I think I just need to not kill Tamira, and then it'll delay it a turn. I do not want to kill her. I just want to stop her from being able to move.
Our foes are strong.
Huh.
Simple enough.
I wish I had a freeze stave right now.
Okay, we're not doing that. We're going straight to
Let's assign Decoy to Alir again, so that hopefully Tamira attacks Alir again. Because this is honestly bad news. This is really bad. This is bad. This is bad, 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 bad. This is excruciatingly bad. Okay, but as long as I prepare correctly, I will survive next turn. Honestly, I probably could kill Tamira right now if I was able to and be fine. Let's have you equip a sword so you can kill that guy. Okay. How painful is this enemy phase going to be? So he's still moving there. Without me killing Tamira. Okay. But now that I knew he was going to do that, I can actually
I won't
prepare.
fall.
Who's by left? You do. You have a... Of course. Okay, cool. You kill. Assuming you hit.
Glad we met.
Sorry if I'm quiet, YouTube. I'm stressed. I think I'm losing years of my life right now.
Damn, you too?
Yeah. Okay, you're safe. You're not guy I need to worry about. You I need to worry about. You don't have a damn rescue on you. How far can you reach? You can reach there. I'll put him there.
Deal with that. Didn't want to deal with that.
Then I'll do this. Get rid of the physics stab, that's the least useful.
All right.
Then whenever he moves, he always moves at the beginning of the turn, YouTube. Which means, I don't have to worry about Tamira, she's dead. Her dying is probably gonna give him an extra health bar.
I'm ready.
Oh well, I don't care. Theoretically, I can also now just go and kill him. Now that he's at the center, because the center is the only one you really can reliably do damage to him on. Wow, I saved everyone. All it took was knowing that I knew I had to do it to begin with. Because this game is a bully sometimes. But once I knew I had to get everyone off, I was able to do it. Holy cow, though. That's mean.
Quite exquisitely mean.
Yeah. And if you haven't noticed, I have infinite divine pulse usage because I'm on normal. Okay, so Chloe just died in that combat. Oh gosh, I actually have to. Let's make sure nobody dies. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine. Now I just gotta go back and save Chloe. Why am I gonna save Chloe, even though deaths don't matter? I'll tell you why. Because she's gonna be probably one of my best damage outputters because of Emblem Edelgard. So I want her for the final battle. The final battle. The final klabang.
Clang.
Klabang.
The Kablonga.
Kablongy long bong.
Kablonga longa pong and hongen.
That's gotta be offensive to something somewhere.
I'm sure it is. But we don't mean it offensively because we don't know who we're offending.
Exactly.
If you feel like that is an attack towards you, I assure you it was not, because I don't know
I don't know anything.
what that was.
If he was an attack towards you, I just don't know anything. It's that simple. I'm stupid. Okay. So, Fogado, my man. My main man. Can you kill Saline with an Astra Storm? Again. Yay! See, Saline's the scariest one because she has Emblem Edelgard. Now, I don't think the AI can use it properly, but when used properly, I personally think that's the best emblem in the game. I think it is infinitely useful. Just because of Raging Storm. I don't think the AI knows how to use it though. I don't think I think it can't use it.
Maybe on lower difficulties, it might be able to later.
I don't know. This is the only map in the entire game where Emblem Edelgard is an enemy. Because the Emblem Rivals doesn't have its own divine paralogue like all the other DLC emblems. It is the only one that doesn't. Which is another reason why this DLC just feels off. It is left out. This whole, again, to reiterate, this DLC is just weird with how it's released, and I don't know. I don't know. Am I making a mountain out of a molehill? Maybe, but I'm not the only one on the internet doing it, so it's therefore okay.
The internet couldn't be wrong.
Exactly.
Finally be with everyone again.
Never. Nobody goes on the internet to spread misinformation.
Divine Dragon.
Exactly. What individual would ever want to spread misinformation on the internet?
Nobody, because it just doesn't happen.
Exactly. It doesn't happen.
Just like how there's no war in Bossing Say.
And huh? You lost me.
What do you mean?
Hmm? So I wonder how mean the reinforcements are going to be here. There's another they're not like evil. Actually, yes, they are evil and hard. I changed my mind. They are evil. They're really nasty in hard mode. But there's just a lot of them. There seems to be way less here. And I approve of there being less reinforcements. There's only one emblem wielder left that I need to yeet. And that is Diamant with Veronica, who again is kind of a nasty one to have to fight. At least in hard mode, he summons 4 reinforcements. Leaf, Silica, Marth. I want to say Roy.
And then what happens if you kill her?
Then those don't come. What the?
I mean, like, what's after you kill
Oh,
her?
then the boss should be just easy to kill. Oh. Oh, shoot, I've done well. He only has 2 health bars. I've won.
Fuck yeah.
Alir can kill the first health bar in 1 hit. I won. Obviously, there's another health bar, but it'll be
come true.
easy.
I suppose I should thank you, Divine. This world will fall, and it is all because of you.
You're right. All of this happened because I came here. And by removing the ward on the final bracelet, I may have doomed this place for good. But I was summoned here to save you.
As long as there's hope for that, I won't give up.
I require no saving. It is enough for me to watch you die, knowing you destroyed this world.
I'm not here for the world. I'm here for the people in it.
I'm here because someone wished for your salvation, even if it meant the world would end. Don't you see? There are people who love you. If I have to defeat you to make that clear, I will.
Dream well.
Okay.
I'm listening.
Okay, Chloe can beat it. I guarantee if I engage, then have her use Atrocity. Atrocity will kill. Guaranteed. Oh! I'm gonna eat my words, because it doesn't kill.
You're gonna eat your words?
Yeah.
Why are you gonna eat your words?
Because I said that Chloe with Atrocity would kill, guaranteed, but it doesn't kill. I'll have you Moligear first, and then I'll Chloe it.
No way yet.
Chloe it.
No way.
Chloe. Boom. That's the game. That's it. That's it, YouTube. Now there's gonna be like 20 hours of story, isn't there? Good lord.
They're good.
But hey, next recording session's gonna be a blast. I'm recording 3 of my favorite maps in the game. I'm recording 2 A tiers and an S tier. Oh.
This cannot be. Father. Father!
The bracelets.
If you want to see the story,
Where did
I'll
they go?
open up the thing
They
for you,
disperse
Ethan.
when their duty is done.
I'm good.
Then I guess this is
You're
goodbye.
missing out on the final bit of story.
Why?
I mean, I wasn't really
Why?
paying attention much to the story. I don't
Even
think
with
I'm
the
missing out
power
on
of
too
the bracelets. Why am I no match
Eh.
for you?
Perhaps you see it now. The path Sombron laid out for you was never the right one.
If I cannot carry out Father's wishes, then my existence serves no purpose. All my life I have sought to be valued, only to discover that I am truly worthless. I will never be like you.
You are not worthless. You are my irreplaceable twin brother. We are 2 halves of a whole.
Ridiculous. I already told you I am not Nil.
I know.
Not Nil? What does that mean?
I don't understand. What happened to the real
Yeah,
Nil?
He died
I've
in
had too much
battle
water tonight. While the
1,000
story's
years
going, I'm
ago.
gonna pee again.
Shortly after Nell gave
I'm
him her
a
dress.
When you come back,
hydration
I'm gonna
machine.
go
What can I
pee.
Wanted
say?
nothing
Have I
more
had a
than to
thumbnail
make
image
his
yet?
sister proud.
I don't
Who
remember.
are you?
A fell dragon whose twin perished when I was too young
Thumbnail
to
image.
remember it. I was a lone child, with no abilities to distinguish me, surrounded by pairs of twins, until I met Nil. My mirror image. The
Okay, I'll be
resemblance
back.
between us was uncanny, and we discovered we had much else in common. We were inseparable for a time, and I was all too happy to have something like a real brother. He was my other half. That was how I felt, at least. But for him, there could be no replacement for Nell. When I found him, on the battlefield, breathing his last, his only thoughts were of her. He gave me her Dragonstone, and said that he wished Nell would never have to grieve. For that reason, he asked me to take his place.
So you became Nil.
I made it appear as if I had been the one to die that day. In a way, I was. There would be no one to mourn my passing. Father would not even notice.
I'm having trouble believing all of this.
Believe it, I am an imposter. You should not hesitate to kill me. I brought this world to the brink of ruin. If you allow me to live, I will do it again. Let that be your reason, if nothing else. What say you, Nell?
I knew you were not Nil from the start.
What?
I have known about his death for a long time. I saw through your ruse from the beginning. I simply chose not to confront you about it. You took his place for his sake, and for mine. That was an act of kindness. We may not have been born as twins, but I have always thought of you as my other half.
Then, you are a fool!
Say what you will. I speak the truth. You will recall how we visited the burial site at Letho's castle to say our farewells. You may not have seen that I left a pressed flower there. It was Nil's. I was not saying goodbye only to the divine dragon.
It's still going. It is still going.
saying
Can
it's
confirm
still
it is going
I am
still.
going to go
Ethan.
I
take a
carried
piss
that
now.
flower for a long time. I suppose some part of me was unable to move on. Despite that, you became very dear to me. Your companionship saved me from loneliness and despair. I was happy to be a sister to you. I will always cherish our time together.
Is this
Even if you do
ever
not
going
feel
to
the same.
end?
Without you, I would never have been able to continue fighting all this time. I trusted you above all others. Believed in you with all my heart. The only proof that we are not true twins is that I failed to sense your actual intentions.
Perhaps. I confess, I have longed to hear you say such things. They make fine parting words. Are you ready?
Yes.
Thank you. For everything. Goodbye, Nell.
Goodbye.
Stop. What are you doing?
Nell?
There is another way to end your pain. Once I am gone, you will be free. For my part, I would rather die than lose anyone else.
So the real question is, how in the main game does she get
No.
turned into a dragon now?
If only
If she's
I
dead,
had
because this
realized
breaks her
sooner.
dragon stone.
I could have prevented this. Seeing Nil and my divine dragon again may be too much to hope for. But even so, I will rest well knowing your pain is at an end.
Why would you do this? I deserved this fate, not you. You should have killed me.
I could not bear to lose a second brother. For that is what you are to me, despite it all. Before I go, will you tell me your name?
Lady Nell! No! Please, no!
She's gone. No last words of reproach. No regret for her own passing. All she wanted was to know my name.
Why didn't you tell her name, you dummy? You thick-scaled
Rafal,
beast.
sister. My name is Rafal.
Rafal.
How did I forget myself? Nil asked me to look after his sister. That was his dying wish. But it was not merely his wish. It was also mine. All I wanted, all I really wanted, was to be her other half. When did I forget those feelings? You said this would be the end of my pain, Nell. But it is not. How could it ever be?
I sense something. The Dragonstone pieces. They have a strange energy about them.
That is Sombron's magic. Could it be that he cast a spell on that Dragonstone? To sow the seeds of hatred in the heart of Lord Nil, Rafal. Dragonstones are destroyed by the death of their owner. Lady Nell died to break the spell.
Sombron made it so that you two would fight each other instead of conspiring against him.
Nonsense. You mean to say that it was just some spell? That all should be forgiven? Ridiculous! Regardless of Sombron's influence, I am responsible for my own actions. I chose to do what I did. It was what I wanted. I will not allow anyone else to shoulder my blame. Not even Father. I sought power and I attained it. Even now, I have no regrets about that. I only wish that I could have kept the promise I made to Nil. Divine One.
What is it?
I have heard that dragons of great power can impart their life force unto others. Do you suppose that is true?
Yes. My mother did that for me. But it took 1,000 years before I woke up.
Then I will do the same. I will revive Nell. Even if it takes me just as long, I will dwell in this empty world alone. In the hope that she will one day rise. Perhaps that will be a fitting punishment for what I have done. And perhaps, if and when you wake, we may truly become two halves of a whole.
You will. No. You already are.
Is that so?
Rafal, after Nell wakes up, why don't you come live with me in my Helios?
What?
I have a feeling you'd be able to travel there from here in the Somniel. It's hard to explain, but I can sense my world right now. It feels closer.
Yes. It would seem that a path to other worlds lies open. Perhaps it is due to the bracelets. I did wish to grant my father's desire, if the conquest of other worlds was part of his plan. But I believe it is as you said. It should be possible to move between worlds from here.
Then I'll grant you both my protection so you can travel there. When you're ready. The Somniel can't be entered without my blessing as a divine dragon. So come find me. That invitation is open, however long it takes for you to accept it.
You would make an ally of the one who so recently tried to kill you? If you are asking me here and now, then my answer is certainly no. That said, 1,000 years is a long time. I will say this. If by some miracle, Nell awakens and finds it in her heart to forgive me, then, and only then, will I journey to you.
I understand.
Now, there is nothing more to say. Leave me.
As you wish. I hope to see you again, though.
Lord Rafal,
Yes?
despite all that's happened, I am grateful for the time we shared. I hope that we'll meet as allies again.
Your kindness is wasted on me.
And look at that, YouTube. Boom! Fell Xenologue completed! We're not gonna do supports
Here we
this
are,
video.
back at Lethos Castle.
There's more story.
It feels
There's
as
more
if we've
story.
been gone for ages.
So much has happened since I first met Nell and Nil here. The kings and queens, the emblems. They're all gone.
Yes, and Mavir too. What should we do now?
Beats me. Every nation's lost its rulers. And probably their whole populations by now. I guess we could try to rebuild. Or each grab an empty throne and call ourselves rulers.
Rulers with no subjects. I fear we have little to do but bide our time until the end.
What if you came with me?
Divine One?
This world is beyond saving. You said it yourselves. There's no one left. I'm just a visitor. I have to go back before long. But if I leave you behind, I can't even be sure how long you'll survive. It would mean throwing yourselves into battle again. But still, I hope you'll consider it.
Is it still going?
Yeah.
Sounds pretty good to me.
Oh my god.
I'll tell you when it's
Better than
not. Were you
twiddling our
gone?
thumbs to the grave at least.
Yeah.
I say we go. A new world might mean
I was taking a
scary new
piss.
enemies and
Oh.
dangers.
Same.
But still,
It's an appealing proposal, but I'm not sure. I wonder what Mavir would say. Would he forgive us?
What do you mean?
We are his family, and if we go, he'll be left here all alone. It doesn't seem fair. Why should we be the lucky ones? Why do we deserve this?
deserve what? To be happy? Madeline, What's the last thing that the big guy, that Mavir, said to you?
He said he wished me the greatest happiness.
There you have it. He'd probably tell you to look forward, not back. Even if it means leaving him behind.
You don't get to speak for him. You didn't know him like I did.
I knew him pretty darn well. We spent a ton of time together. We were practically brothers. Anyway, you gotta admit, he wouldn't want you sulking forever.
I know. Mavir would tell me to go. To try and be happy without him.
Go ahead and cry, Madeline. There hasn't been time to mourn him since it happened.
I'm sorry. You were born into this world, and I'm asking you to put it behind you. But if it makes any difference, I spoke to Rafal. He's planning to come as well. One day. You could wait for him with me.
Divine One, I share Madeline's struggle. It feels wrong to be the only ones going, to leave our Lord and Lady behind.
I understand.
But instead of languishing here, we could go to a world where our skills can be of use. And after everything that's happened, I find it difficult to turn down your request. We have been through so much together.
Yes, we have.
I'm inclined to go. Do the two of you feel the same?
Yep.
I agree.
Then from now on, the remaining winds will swear our loyalty to you as your attendants. We will go with you, Divine One.
I'm glad. I look forward to spending more time with all of you.
The feeling is mutual. All right. Remember, you two. We have to work hard as the Four Winds, even in another world.
What, we're not calling ourselves the Three Winds now?
You knew the answer before you even asked.
We four are a family, and will always be together. Nothing can change that.
All right, everyone. Let's go. Nell, Rafal, I'll see you again someday.
Thank you, my fellow divine dragon. I pray your future is filled with hope and love.
I
And
think we're almost to the
please,
credits.
Take good care of them for me.
Okay, this is interesting. I'll be back, YouTube. The video will keep rolling because of story, but... Hello, Sam? I am over an hour away. Yeah. It's insane. I gotta go. Like, you require me to become a partying machine, Sam. You require it.
Alex, you didn't mute yourself.
If it's not on a weekend I work, sure. That I work.
Alex.
I mean, it really depends on the weekend. Like,
Y'all know I tried. And when he comes back and he's like, I wasn't muted? Oh my god.
when's the next one gonna be?
Just know that I tried. I tried to save him. I tried.
Ah, he does.
This is his own fault. And when he does this, work later. Just know I tried.
Okay, I guess I'll have to come to the next one. Okay. When's the next one gonna be? I mean, when's the next one? As long as I have enough foresight. Okay. Okay, I'll try to come to at least one. Okay. You too, Sam. Enjoy the party. Okay, the story's over, by the way.
Oh.
I didn't mute
so
on
just-
Discord, bro, because I'm gonna, like... Oh, the credits are freaking over! Huh.
Huh.
Yeah.
Well, I'll let you do your outro. I am going to outro from Awake.
Oh, you are? You're gonna go to bed? Oh, well, fair enough.
going to
Thank
bed.
you. Thank you for joining me for these adventures, Ethan.
Thank you for having me. Now I'm going to fucking bed.
Good night.
Good night.
Well, YouTube, I have no idea how much of that you heard. I don't
The
know if I
weather's so
muted it all or
beautiful
what.
today. That bright blue sky feels like a good omen.
So.
I could not agree more.
Huh? Nell! Rafal! I didn't expect to see you so soon.
It has been some time, Divine One.
For me, it has been 1,000 years. But Nell has returned, and we have come as promised. My sister and I are at your disposal.
Welcome to you both. It really is a lovely morning.
I do plan on using Rafal and Celestia. Those are the two that I currently plan on using. Not fully positive, but I do plan on using them. The one advantage of using Ivy over Celestia is staves. That's not really something I'm too concerned about. What's the Mythic Satchel? Oh, that's what you need to class into. About that. Yeah. Yeah, now it gives me the Enchanter stuff. Already know that. Again, not doing any of the support stuff now. I meant to give my thoughts during the credits, but I think I've made my thoughts to the Fell Xenologue fairly clear. I don't hate it. I actually enjoyed recording it. But yeah, not exactly how I would have loved to end out this game, but let's end out the video by going to the well. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, level 20. They're dragons. They go up to level 40. He theoretically has the best growth rate, so he obviously starts lower, but he has better growth rates. I'm not using Gregory and Madeline. I do plan on using Celestia, but not those two. Yeah. I don't have too much to say. Next video will be the Ike Paralogue, just to get me back into the regular gameplay. That one will be pretty easy. I think it'll be short, too. It won't be short enough to get Chapter 17 done at the same time. Definitely. So, out of curiosity... Oh. They don't go here. Out of curiosity, though. Really? Those are that cheap? Why'd they give me 2 of them? I'll deal with the well off camera. I just want to quickly show you how expensive the DLC classes are. The item shop, I'll quickly go to the armory. Item shop's the one that has all the class seals, obviously. Yeah, so again, sorry if I do end up muting the phone call. Sorry that, like, I was focused on other stuff during the credits. Oh yeah, those aren't that expensive. Okay, those are cheap. Okay.
Take care.
It's just friends from college. I'm not a party guy, but they want me to go to parties now. The choir parties. So I might have to show up. So that's all that happened. Nothing serious. Nothing to worry about. If I just mute. And if I don't mute, sorry that you heard me talking about, like, parties and on a phone call the whole time. I'm gonna, like, when I edit, I'll say... Remember, I have the silver card. That's not cool. That's not cool, man. Also, just say, I thought you don't get to explore a single map in the Fell Xenologue. I bet if you did skirmishes, you get to, but oh well. Anyways, YouTube, it's been a pleasure. It always is. I went into the Fell Xenologue session so worried that it was going to be awful. And instead of it being awful, I recorded an extra video this week. I wasn't planning on recording this video for another 2 weeks because I wanted to have my guests still here. I wanted to have Ethan still here, and I was enjoying it. Anyways, see you next time, YouTube. Gamer family. See you next time.